Hello everyone, Will Melton here, and in the last couple of weeks I've been looking at a lot of homes with clients on the market, looking for a home to buy. And I know that all these people prepared their homes to go on the market using the same advice you can see everywhere on the internet, that every single real estate agent gives you the same advice and puts the same ads on social media. I'm going to take one that I put out this week and probably 6 months ago and 6 months before that, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that really need to be talked about and take it to the next level about what some of these things mean on how to prepare your home to put it on the market. Hello everyone, Will Melton here with Century 21 Redwood Realty. And today I'm just going to cover one thing. It's 6 areas on something, and you've seen it all before. So one of these, you may have seen this on one of my social media posts on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. You see these all the time. They're very boring, and usually you scroll right past them because it's like, who don't know that, right? And the subject is what you can do to get your home ready to sell. I mean, it's pretty common sense. You hear the same thing. You've heard advice from everybody. Everybody thinks it's, oh, I've got the secret to it. You hear it from every realtor in the business. But I've had a lot of showings here in the last couple of weeks, and there's something that stood out for me and my clients that I was showing homes with. And then I sent this out, and I had a couple canceled appointments today. And I was doing some house cleaning around the home office here. I ran across this thing I posted probably, I don't know, 3 days ago, and another 6 months ago, and 3 months before that, in some form or another. But I wanted to get into what it really means. And there's 6 areas. Clean beyond the basics, and it goes blah blah. Clean better than you normally would, right? Freshen up the walls. We've all heard, paint the neutral colors and all that type of stuff, and get a fresh paint job. You've already heard all that. Dig into your kitchen. Clean your kitchen deeper than you normally would. Organize your space. You're going to get rid of all the stuff that clutters it up, all the personal things. We've all heard those ideas before. I'm going to take all these to a little bit different angle. Evaluate your lighting. You've heard all about that. And tidy up your yard. There's, the first impression, the curb appeal of your home. So what I'm going to do first is going beyond the cleaning basics. Everyone knows, and if you're going to sell your home, you're going to clean your home. You may get a service to do it, and you may do it yourself. But something that really stood out in the last couple of weeks to me is you go into a home, and the people are clean people. You can tell that they live fairly clean, and it's obvious that they've cleaned the home because they're putting it on the market. What they didn't do, though, what stood out to me in the last couple of weeks and my clients is when you look around the baseboards, things like that, they're filthy to listing on the market standards. When we're talking about going beyond the basics, whether you have to pay somebody to do it yourself, this means cleaning all the things that you normally wouldn't clean. And I'm not here to insult anybody, but I'm giving you facts on what I've seen. When I go into these homes that are put on the market, I've been in some that I have been in homes that were just absolutely nasty, had not been cleaned. But not very often, and that's been a while. But you want to clean beyond the basics. You want to do things, if there's a bunch of grub marks where your kids or whoever has been turning off on the lights and all the light switches are dirty. You don't notice those things when you live in your home. When they're talking about cleaning your home to put it on the market, we're talking about a deep clean, in the corners clean. You'll probably get your carpets clean, but are you going to hire the person that's going to get that little dark spot on the edge that most people don't? Even if you hire a carpet cleaner, they don't get that out unless you hire the best. So we're talking about really clean, up above, on top of things, clean. Places that normally, especially, that's why we have a thing called spring cleaning. We don't get that deep sometimes. But we're talking about step up the cleaning. You really need to step up the cleaning. It needs to look pristine. It don't need to be new if it's not new, but there shouldn't be a line of dirt grime along the edge of your baseboard. Freshening up the walls. Nearly everyone repaints their walls. They either hire professionals or they do it themselves. Some of the professionals are not even very good. The key thing is the color. It needs to be a neutral color. Now it's in the grays. My favorite is called agreeable gray. It'll go with your brown tone furniture and all that stuff. And you know, all the design experts can tell you. But to me, I can just tell you it looks nice. But some neutral tone to where you're not, forcing a personality on someone. You want someone to walk in your home and have it kind of a blank slate so they can see their furniture sitting there and here and there. I know we've got a buyer when they start saying, now, do you think that couch would fit between here and there? When they start placing their own furniture in your home when you're trying to sell it, you know they're close to falling in love with it. But the key thing to freshening up the walls, all the fresh paint and everything in the world will not correct all those times when you moved artwork around and holes and your DIY shelf project you had or whatever it is. Even if you're going to paint yourself, have a professional drywall person, someone who usually preps for professional painters, come in and prepare your walls. And that includes around all the windows where you've had up to, I've seen 4 or 5 sets of holes for curtain hangings and things like that, where no one ever really repaired them. They just kept putting screws on top of it. If you prep the walls properly and then paint them, even if you do it yourself, it will look so much better than if you can see little caulking smears here and there, and have those done. The best thing to do is have someone prep and paint it for you if you're not a good painter, because you can see if the lines are not crisp, it makes the room look terrible. Digging into your kitchen, people are going to open your cabinets. You don't want to have your 40, 50-year collection of coffee cups from all over the world. You're in the military and all of them have coffee brown stains. And they're going to open and make sure that all those cabinet doors work, the drawers work. So just take all the extra things out of your kitchen and leave just a few dishes that you need to live there while people are coming in to look at your home, buying your home, and you sell it quickly, and then you're on your way. So you can pack it up and put it in the garage or in storage, wherever you put all the other extra things you didn't need. Because people are going to open up everything in your kitchen, because that's important. Do all the doors slam, or do they have the easy or auto shut drawers in them? Things like that. Things are going to be opened if they're in the home. And then you don't want to see clutter when they open those cabinets and doors. And you want to clean them out. That's a place you usually don't do a lot of times. Maybe once a year, every couple. Take everything out of your cabinets, clean them out, and then actually stage the inside of your cabinets is what I would say. Organizing your space is, like with me, if I'm going to handle your listing, you're going to get a free consultation from a staging company. And they're going to come in and say, take that out, this out, that out, take those pictures down. We don't care about your grandchildren. Take all that down. We don't want us to have people looking at photos of your family. You're going to depersonalize and declutter. You've heard those 2 words many, many times, even if you search it on your own on the internet. But what the idea is to make it look like that your home belongs in a magazine and no one is actually living there, which is easy to do if you declutter and you get that free consultation with us where they can tell you what to get rid of, how to rearrange furniture, maybe even consult on the paint colors, ideas like that, and point out little things that'll make your house look better. And then they can use your furniture, or if you're moving out, you can actually rent their furniture and they'll come in and make it look like it belongs in a magazine for you. And it's a proven fact, a staged home sells faster and for more money. That's whether you're using their furniture or yours. Things like that in the basement where you have all that corner. Usually people don't care much about the garage. If you have to, put everything in the garage. They understand that if you're selling a home. That seems to be the one thing that people accept to be messy. So if you're going to sell your home, start packing, start putting the boxes in the garage, and get ready to get out of the way so these people we can do the paperwork, and then they can move in and make it their home. Evaluate the lighting. The basic advice that every realtor will give you is make sure that all your lights have light bulbs in them and they work, and when someone comes to look at your home, they're all turned on. There's actually a next level to that. Lighting has temperature, and you know that is your soft white, your bright white. Now you have daylight white. You see the blue light behind me there. I can change that to all the different colors, right? We have our entire house all Alexa, so I'd like to say hi to the CIA and all you guys. They're listening to me. If they want to make a comment, they can as well. But light has a temperature. Like on that one, if I feel crazy, I'll turn it on red sometimes. It's on a nice blue color right now. But back to the point is that if you have a room, especially say a living room that has 5 or 6 lights in it, you want to have all of those lights be the exact same temperature. There may be a point with something that you're trying to highlight that you may want a different temperature, but don't wing it. Because if you don't have the light correct, people won't know why they don't like it. It's just they don't like it because it looks weird. If you have a different color bulb in every lamp. So it's not just getting new bulbs. Get bulbs that match. It's a lot more expensive now with the increase in bulbs prices. But in one room, and maybe the entire house, get the exact same bulbs. Get a few extras. The daylight would be a good idea because you want it bright, especially if your home's not very bright. Put daylight in everything and make sure they're all turned on when people come and visit. And it will make a huge difference even to yourself when you look at it and you have the lighting. And of course, make sure they're on. Don't worry about the bill, your electricity bill when you're trying to sell your home. Turn on the lights and leave them on 24/7 if you have to. You want anybody who walks into that house, have the enough light to see the color and the depth and the beauty of your home. The last one is, everyone knows, we've heard the word curb appeal, right? What does curb appeal really mean? It means it looks nice when you drive up to it, right? We know that. You want to make sure that even if you have to hire somebody, keep your grass cut. They're going to cut it once a week, maybe twice a week while you're trying to sell your home because you want it to look like a golf course. If you know you're going to sell a little bit in the future and your yard's not in very good shape, hire somebody. Get somebody to get that yard straight so when someone drives up, it's green and it looks nice and it's well manicured. I use my house as an example. In the front, we do have some nice shrubbery, Japanese maple, things like that. It's not a lot. It's very simplistic, but it's decorative, right? The key thing to the front of the house is it's very simple and it says low maintenance. Some people love to garden. Some people don't want to even walk out the door. Low maintenance is the key. We have to do something about once a year outside. If you had to, you're going to clean spring clean and then fall clean, and we get mulch, and we have the perennials in the front, so there's no replanting or anything like that. So it has a nice curb appeal, but it doesn't look very high maintenance. Now the back of my home, we have a flower garden that goes all the way around the entire yard, and it screams high maintenance. So when we get ready to sell our house here fairly soon, we have to tone that down a little bit. We have to make sure that it's all well manicured, well trimmed, so that somebody walks out there, someone's going to go, what I could do with this. If they're a gardener like me, they're going to really enjoy having that space to work in a lot. Other people are going to go, wow, that's a lot of work. So you have to balance that. Don't make it look like a lot of work, and have it all clean and tidy, all the flower beds and everything. Hire somebody to come in, have all the mulch and everything and the grass cut, and nothing hidden anywhere, right? So that's really just a different viewpoint from the boring shit that I send out all the time. This is what to do if you need to sell your home. You paint your house and all these blah, blah. But it's just a different take, and it kind of hit me today when I read this and think, people must think, we all send this out, but there's aspects to this that is at a different level. And the point that I was trying to get across, that this doesn't really say it. I want to say it on video. So this is somewhere on my site, but I'm going to actually repost this infographic along with this one, just so you can see and maybe link it up. And all these things are important, but I want to give you the different angle because it just popped that out at me these last couple of weeks that it's obvious the realtor told these people what to do, but did they really tell them? Did they really explain to them what deep clean means and why you deep clean? Because I had clients go in and go, oh God, you see that? Things like that. And you don't want that. You want your home to be sold like this. You want them to fall in love with it immediately and then find your next place. If you're looking to buy or sell, you can get a hold of me. I know now it's scary out there. We're starting to do the phases of opening up. We can do everything remotely by video, all the way up through the closing at First Solutions Title. But even the homes, I can do my listing presentation, anything virtually with you. We can look at homes virtually. I just helped someone buy a home recently that's still out of state, has never seen the home yet. I was their eyes and ears in the home, looking at things and getting all the work done. Closing there soon. And we've been on a lot of people looking at homes here in the last, I've been helping buyers mostly for the last 2 weeks. And I provide all the PPE. Every home gets a fresh set of everything: gloves, masks, booties, big alcohol wipe. So we want to keep you safe, we want to keep me safe, and we want to keep the people that are trying to sell their home safe. So we make sure that is a priority if you need to get out there. So if you're going to buy or sell, just give me a call, email, comment here, however you want to get a hold of me. And let me explain to you how I'd be the best person to do that for you. So I appreciate you watching the video. I hope a different take on this information is helpful. And we'll see you again soon real quick. Bye.